Hey guys and girls, my name's TheGamingTech. Welcome on into the channel. We're having a look at some 3D printing again, and in this video we're having a look at a sword from a computer game called Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's quite an awesome looking sword. Pretty damn awesome game. I've played the first one and we're part of the way through the second one. And in that we've actually just recovered the sword. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, here we are. We're going to be looking at the printing of the sword. This is where we got the sword from. We got the sword from Thingiverse. Basically, I just typed in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It actually shows two different swords. I've picked this one because I felt this one had a lot more detail to it, especially on the handguard, the pommel. The other sword does look pretty good as well. But I didn't like how it was all together and stuff like that. It didn't look like it was going to print well. Not for my purpose anyway. So I decided to go with this one. See there. Some of the images from the creator here. Obviously I'll leave a link to this. So if you guys want to check it out and print it yourselves, you've got all access to the files. It gives you an idea how it's got to come together. Yeah, so that's how it is. So what I'll do is we'll get it loaded up on the Bambu Labs program, and we'll look into printing it. Okay, so here we are in the Bambu studio. Got it all set up, got it all laid out, just individually pieced, and as you can see, got it all set out. Now obviously we'll be printing to the pommels. They look exactly the same, so you don't need to worry about that. And same with the crossguard as well, exactly the same. Now what I did have to do is create the rods myself, which was simple enough to do. I could do a quick example of how I've done it. Just add plate, don't make a mess. Let's bring this over here. So basically right clicked, add a primitive. We want a cylinder. And then what I went and done is that went up in scale. And then I made it 3mm. So I've got 3mm, and then obviously all we need to do is make that as long as I want. I think I've done it. 300. Now obviously that then makes it too tall for the printer, so you just hit auto orientate. So auto orientated it, and it lays it down, so it makes it easier to print. Now, the good thing is, because it's so small, it doesn't need supports or anything like that. And I actually printed that in a normal PLA to give it strength, because the silver silk is pretty brittle. I found that in a previous build as well. Very brittle to work with, so I thought because this is going to be strengthening rods, I thought I'd do it in the strongest material I've got. I think you probably do it in PETG, I think it is. So you probably do that if you've got it on hand. The only other thing I've done as well is over on the left hand side here, you can see there I've actually changed the quality to 0.12, and it actually makes it so the layer lines are very faint. You can hardly see them, especially when things are vertical like that. There's like next to no layer lines, so it looks pretty good in that sense. Same with when I done the pommels as well. It actually came out pretty good. And same with the handles there. So what we'll do is we'll get this sliced and printed. Now obviously you can lay these out in any orientation. You can do it so you do the blades all at the same time. One thing I did have issues with in printing was the actual tip of the blade. As it got close to the top, it started looking like it was melting the top, because obviously it's trying to print it quite quick. I tried slowing it down a number of times. I tried it 2 or 3 times, and no matter what I'd done, it seemed to ruin the tip. I even tried printing it with other blades as well, and I think that actually gave me the best finish. I ended up just cutting the tip off and rounding it off a little bit. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, we'll get this printed off and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here you have it after we've got it all printed. It actually came out pretty good, to be fair. Like I said earlier, we're using the silver silk PLA to give it a metallic look. I think the best material for it would be the PETG, I believe. That would give it maximum strength, and then obviously you could paint it. Probably use a chrome paint on the blade and stuff, it'd probably come out quite well. But this is what we've gone for. Obviously we've got the blades here, which will go together using some of these rods you can see sitting here. I've got 2 different sizes. We've got 3mm and 3.2. The 3mm actually fits really nicely in the pommel. The 3.2 is just a little bit too big, whereas the 3.2 will fit through the blades pretty nicely. Obviously you can see the pommel itself actually came out really, really well. A lot of good detail. You can see the other end. You can see where one of the rods is going to sit through, as well as the tang, essentially, which is this part right here. That'll slide through the two parts of the handle, and obviously it'll sit into the handguard a little bit better as well. The handguard, obviously two the same part. Handguard actually came out quite well. Again, it could probably do with some sort of smoothing to smooth these edges off. They're a little bit ridged, but it's not too bad. Again, actually came out pretty well. And the detail on the writing, it'll be hard to tell on the video, but the writing actually came out pretty well, to be fair. Obviously, we've got two parts of them. They go together. You can see the inside there. You get a cutout where the blade's going to sit, as well as the tang. And yeah, the blades, they came out okay. The blades did come out okay. You've got that sort of metallic sort of look about them. You can see this end here is where the tang's got to go into here as well. Then you've also got holes that actually run through almost the whole length of the blades. And that allows you to slide the rods inside to give it strength. Even these two end pieces here, you can put in there. I think the 3mm sits in there quite nice, and that'll help keep the blade together as well. The original creator, they suggested using 3mm steel rods. If you can get them, use them, because it'll give you some extra weight. At the end of the day, I'm just doing this for a decoration piece. It's not like I'm going to be swinging the sword round about the house or anything. So that's the other thing. The only other thing I had problems with was printing the blade tip. No matter what I tried slowing down the print, everything like that, and it always messed up the tip. Again, as it came to quite a sharp point, and basically I've just chopped that off and just rounded it a little bit. At the end of the day, it doesn't need to be sharp. But other than that, it actually came out alright. The only problem with this bit is there's no hole for a rod to go through. I think obviously because of how thin it is. So that's got to rely on being glued to the other end. So we're going to have to make sure we hold that together nice and tight and get a good fit. I've got a horrible feeling that's going to be a pretty weak point, I think. But again, it's just going to be for decoration. And then obviously we printed just a nice simple little wall mount. Nothing too fancy. Came out all right. That will just screw to the wall. So yeah, that should do that, and that'll hold it on quite nicely, and the kit's not going to be heavy, so it'll be fine. And then yeah, the handles, obviously the tang actually slides up and through the handle, and it is tapered, which is quite good, because then obviously you can get it to the point where sit nicely against the pommel there. And obviously there's got to be a rod that's coming out through there as well to give that extra strength. And the rod actually slides inside there, and it'll be glued in there as well to give that extra strength. And then obviously the other part of the handle will slip together. Now obviously in the game, the handle's actually got a leather wrap. If you want to be absolutely accurate, you could go ahead and find some leather strap or something similar and wrap that as well. Then like I say, that will then, the remainder of that will slide into the top of the blade in that slot there. Although be very careful, it's quite a tight fit, and because we've done it printing standing up, it's layered, so it's not as strong. It's very easily to break that off, and I've done it already once, so I've had to print that again. Just be careful when you're putting it together, and we should see how it goes. So what I'll do is I'll get it all together and we'll see what the final product looks like. And here we have the final product in all its glory. It's looking pretty damn awesome, to be fair. It went together fairly well. The little rods going down inside the main parts of the blade certainly helped stabilise and help for gluing together. The only problem I did have was the tip of the sword. It was a bit of a pest to get to glue together, and it sort of smeared the glue a couple of times and sort of ruined the finish a little bit, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Obviously, if I was going to be doing like a proper showpiece or something like that, I'd probably print it in a stronger material, probably spend a bit more time making supports so it goes together a bit better than what it did. But for the purpose of this project, it actually turned out really well. Very happy with how it turned out. So obviously, if you've liked the video, please do smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that notification bell. As always, I really appreciate all the comments and love that the channel's been getting recently. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers. Channel's been doing really well. Unfortunately, I've not made as many videos of late as I would like. I've been pretty busy doing other things, but hopefully we can start getting some more videos back together, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. As always, I'll leave a link on the left hand side for series as well as another video of interest, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.